All right, one other thing that we have been talking about with creating decimals are being able to locate those decimals on a number line. So this can be kind of tricky. So we're going to do some examples and then I'll leave some of them for if you want to pause the video, try it yourself, and then I'll show the answers afterwards. So for example, this one, actually let me move the answer page to begin with. There we go. This one I've got, here, I'm going to hold this. Number lines, it starts at 1 and 1/10, goes to 1 and 1/6. So it's not necessarily from 0 to 1 like we're used to practicing, but the process is no different. So that being said, we see, I'm looking for a thinner pen, but I guess I just have a Sharpie. So we can see that they've got this one labeled as 1 and 12 hundredths. So if we were to take a look at this, let me just hold this here for now. If you were to take a look at that and count up what was between the 1 and 1/10 and the 1 and 2/10, there are 10 spaces. So each one of those would actually be a hundredth. So let me write this more as a fraction. I've got 1 and 1/10. Here's 1 and 2/10. So between 1/10 and 2/10, they've split it into 10. So that's hundredth pieces. So here is the same thing as 10 hundredths, right? 1/10 is 10 hundredths. Here, 20 hundredths. Okay, so between 10 and 20, I could label these. This one would be 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, all out of 100. So that's why this one here is labeled as 1 and 12 hundredths, because it's pointing to this spot here, which is past the 1 and 10 hundredths by 2 spots. Okay, same thing here. If this one was 1 and 20 hundredths, the next spot would be 1 and 21 hundredths. So here I've got this spot here that I need to find the number for. So here I've got 1 and 3/10, which I know is actually the same thing as 1 and 30 hundredths. So if this is 30, because I'm looking at hundredths, since they're on these little lines instead of my main 10th lines, I'm going to go ahead and just start here at my 5. Because I know if this was 20, this is 30, this here is going to be 25 out of 100. So this would be 26, 27, 28. So I know that'll be 1 and 28 hundredths. Okay, I can't forget that one whole, simply because if I didn't have the whole, I'd be way, way, way on this side of the number line, because I'm in between 1/10 and 1/6, so I have to have that 1 or it's not in between there. Okay, the next one, so if this was 1 and 30 hundredths, this one here would be 35, because this is 1 and 40 hundredths. Again, I'm getting that from this being 4/10, and I know 4/10 is the same thing as 40 hundredths. So this one here would be 1 and 35 hundredths, but it's one spot after that, so it would be 1 and 36 hundredths. Here's the 1 and 40, 41, 42, 43, and there's one more. So here's 50, 60, so this one here would be 55. So just put a 0 behind there to think of that as 60 over 100, 50 over 100. So this one would be 1 and 55 hundredths. Okay. So let me try to turn this way. If you want to go ahead and pause the video and try number 2 on your own. Now keep in mind this one's between 2 and 3, 2 and 5/10 and 3 and 0/10. You could go ahead and pause this and try number 2, and really number 3 is in the shot too, and then I'll show the answers. Okay, here's the answers for 2 and 3. If you need to pause and check your work.